Now should be fouled with number 20, Billy. Yes, sir. Team 4. Now should be fouled. Timeout for the Blackhawks. Halftime, Snider, Blackhawk, Mahoney.
What's up, dude?
How you doing?
Not too bad. How you doing?
Busy.
Yeah? You doing one every night?
No, I just got back from Las Vegas this morning. Early this morning. Hey, how you doing, Gary?
Fun or work?
No, it was fun. Yeah, no work. Had to get it in before baseball season started.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was complete craziness out there.
You got enough guys?
South, on the travel team?
South? No, it's
South side?
I know it's all sketchy on who's going to be eligible.
Big time. Like 4 of my starters aren't eligible right now.
Oh.
And they only have 1 month to get eligible.
Was it you that told me that the police rolled up at the start of a practice? Was that there? It might have been Butcher telling me about when he was at Wayne, maybe.
No, that didn't ever. We've never had the police do anything at ours. Well, I've always had a cop on staff. Kerry Haywood was one of my assistants. He's left, but yeah, we've never had any issues.
Dustin might have been telling me about being at Wayne and they rolled up to arrest the kid. And he's like, you could have done it anywhere. It was
right.
He hadn't just done it. They had to find him. He's like, you could have done it anywhere, and you come up to my practice for this crap?
They'll be bad this year. Wayne will be bad. Well, we don't have, those 4 kids don't get eligible. We won't be any good either. Our pitching will be solid, and our catcher's good. But, yeah, I don't have, because only one of those 4 kids is a pitcher. So
Blackhawk won't be as good as Summit history, but they'll be way better than the last
you
couple
guys
of years.
will be good.
Because with Callan and Jake pitching, and honestly, I thought Studi looked like he grew a lot last
Studi
summer.
pitched well at the end of the year. No, actually, Clay.
If he can stay healthy.
Clay was a stud for us last
He's
year.
just never freaking healthy.
He was close to 90 a couple times late in the season.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, because he had 86 in practice the other day with the boys.
Nice.
So he's the guy that you just don't think of. And he hit the ball. He caught everything in the outfield. He's solid. Yeah, my travel team, if I could just find another catcher, we'd be fine.
That was my team last summer.
I only have one catcher.
I've only ever had one catcher. I've had another guy who can catch, and he would give us a couple innings, and he was decent, but he was a chunky kid, so he couldn't do. And the kid we found for last summer was serviceable, but he never helped the pitcher.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of times on some pitches he'd carry his glove, and it's like, dude, you're effing screwing him.
Yeah. Well, I thought I had my Southside catcher. He said, yes, I'll play, and I lined up a sponsor for him. You know, I had to pay $500 to be on the team. And then last week he said, I don't want to play anymore. I mean, there's nothing you can say.
Yeah.
He's probably would have been a college-level catcher because he has the size to be a college-level catcher. He's a switch hitter.
I know I ran into with a handful of kids. Actually, my son was one of them. He's like, Dad, high school travel ball takes so much time.
It does.
And he's like, I play a position on our team. And he goes, I only want to be a pitcher. And I was like, well, we would have structured the team different had we had this conversation last August. You know, I was like, you was a pitch only. And
well,
so
Bo Jackaway didn't tell me he didn't want to catch again until after our tryouts were over. I would have kept the other kid that was our other catcher.
Right.
I wanted to let him go because he's an asshole.
Right.
But I would have kept him just to have the right number. I mean, and then Muldoon quit.
Yeah.
So that
He's
didn't help.
Too. And then
He was pretty healthy all year last year. He couldn't hit.
I was talking to him. I said, so do you want to play on the ISCBL? Do you want to go down to Graham Park? And he goes, well, I think Blondell said he's going to do an 18U team. And he goes, could I be a pitch only on that? And I was like, Brian likes you, probably. And he goes, well, then the 6 weekends they're playing, he goes, I go down one day each weekend. And I'm like,
what is Blondell's team called?
Scrappers.
Oh, they're still the Scrappers?
Yeah. And I was like, so that's what he's doing next summer. I was like, because he works out with Lawhead.
Oh, Connor, yeah.
Connor is awesome.
He's awesome.
He loves him. That's really why he ended up at St. Francis.
I tried to get Connor to help me with travel baseball because he took
my 12U Vipers team.
Well, he used to be with
Chargers.
Yeah, the Indiana Chargers.
Yep.
And the team he coached against, was it my youngest? Yeah, it was against my youngest. They were never like in the same. They should have never been in games with us. We should have killed them. But he was such a good coach.
He is so good.
That he made them better ball players because they were not athletic.
Yep.
They didn't throw hard. They didn't hit the ball extremely well. A couple times they were ahead of us going in late in the game, and then Angel DiFederico from New Haven ruined their weekend a couple times.
Angel's really good.
He's going to start at Valpo.
Oh, I think so. Yeah. He's really good. I always liked him. I remember we were playing when he was 17 and I had my 15U team. We scrimmaged them. Hirsch was coaching because I had a younger Lasher, and Grant was their catcher, and so he just set it up. And next thing you know, it's 4-3 in the fifth. And Hirsch is beside himself. And so he was trying not to catch Angel that game.
Oh.
Angel came in. We didn't pay attention. We were running on their catcher.
Oh. Wasn't on Grant?
No, their third catcher.
Oh, their third catcher.
I didn't know who the kid was. And so we give the steal sign.
What's up, Jim?
Gellinger.
How are you? Good.
And it is boom, boom, and our fastest kid's out by like 4 feet, and we're like, oh, crap, Angel's back. We just didn't catch it.
Yeah. He, from his, freshman to sophomore years when he got rid of the girl, he got rid of the video games, and dedicated himself to baseball. And then he played such a good game one year down there in Georgia against East Cobb. You know, that helped out a lot. He realized he was there.
I always thought he was a really good leader behind the plate.
He was.
He controlled the game, and
Like our big games, he had to be back there because he knew how to. Well, first of all, he was the only catcher I had that could catch Justin Miller from Homestead.
yeah,
Consistent. Now Simon might could catch him, but at 6'6", probably too much. Reese Kuntz the one year, no.
yeah,
It was bam on the ground, bam
Yeah.
on the ground, and it would piss Miller off. So we'd always have to pitch or catch Angel with him. But Angel was very and smart. Well, you know, our catchers one year we threw out 87% of the runners because we did pitch out. There's
Yeah.
nobody that ever does pitch out.
Right.
We do pitch out. Even like Studi. Studi's good at it because his tendency is to be up anyways, not a lot down. So we'll run pitch outs with him and our catcher that we have now, Gunner. They'll throw everyone out. It don't matter where
you
you're
got Gunner
past.
Stuckey.
That's it. That's my only catcher.
I like Gunner.
Gunner's
Actually, I don't care for Gunner. I think he's a gamer that is really good.
I bet he didn't have 5 hits all of last year.
Are you serious? Wow.
Nope. And the other catcher was from Huntington. Little guy, but he probably had 25, 30 hits. How you doing?
Good. How are
Yeah,
you?
that's
Good.
So I had Butcher's kid on my team, which helped last summer, and so they were 11U, but my youngest son played up, and I just decided he's a lefty. He threw hard for 10.
Yeah.
I got him 7 innings all summer, and it's like, you need to stay and play your age because you need to be pitching.
Yeah.
And I was like, but I'm not gonna put you out there because you're my son. So I'm going with Brad Smock. I don't know if you know Brad. He was a
Who?
Purdue guy. Brad Smock.
Oh, Smock. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm going with him, playing his age group. So I told Butcher, it's like, dude, I'm not keeping this team anymore. I said, do you want it? Because he was doing his Leo Pride thing. And he's like, I can't and all that. He goes, let me see if I can get Lawhead. Well, Lawhead's making $5,000 doing it because that's what he was getting at the Chargers. And I told the
That's what I
parents, I
made
said,
last
look,
year.
your fee's going up. I'm done. And some were thinking, well, if you're done, we're leaving. And I was like, no, I'm telling you. Connor Lawhead is amazing.
He's a great coach.
You're going to love it. And I said, and Butcher's going to be his assistant. And then my assistant who played up through the Blue Jays is staying.
Oh, really?
And I was like, there's not a 12U team in the country with this coaching staff. There's not one. Even the top team. No, we aren't a top team. They're good. But
Yeah.
no. I was like, but this coaching staff is ridiculous. And so they ended up all staying, and then we picked up a couple. But I'm like, that's got to be the best 12U coach.
Oh, easily.
And when he started working with Callan last fall, Cal threw him
to do the canyon, and we stayed. I was there previously and stayed at the MGM. That was nice. And then when we were out there, they gave us a hotel at the Trump Plaza for $50, and it was maybe one of the nicest rooms we had our entire 2-week vacation. It was phenomenal. We were in the right place at the right time.
We stayed at the... Sure, we have to do this. A bit of a hill.
His mother said, if you're coming to school, you got to bring your sister because they have to go and work in the fields. So this kid carries his 1-year-old sister everywhere. A lot of those kids don't eat in the morning. A lot of those kids, the only place they do eat is at that school.
I thought going up that mountain, Mary's meals can reach everywhere that there's a hungry child.
You see what happens after a simple meal? It just came to life.
Love reaches everywhere.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walking clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our camera. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express Walk-In Clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Someday, you'll get your knee replaced. Someday, a new hip. Someday can be sooner than you think. At Parkview Ortho Hospital, we want to help you get moving again. So we offer a full range of options for joint pain, including outpatient joint replacements and personalized solutions. It's time to reclaim your life at Parkview Ortho Hospital, because someday is today. Learn more at parkview.com/ortho. Parkview, we believe in better.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Keep it 100. Keep it 100. Thank you.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Parkview Sports Medicine pregame show here on SummitCitySports.com. Coming to you live from Kilmer Court on the campus of Snider High School. The Panthers tonight will take on the Blackhawk Braves. My name is Ryan Dellinger. I'll be your host for this evening's matchup. Blackhawk comes into this game 16-1 overall. Fort Wayne Snider at 8-7. Taking a look at your head coaches tonight, your head coaches presented by ProFed Credit Union. Mark Davidson is in his 8th year at Blackhawk. He's 162-48. Overall, in his 18 years, he's amassed 247 wins. For Jeremy Roush, he's in his 5th year at Fort Wayne Snider. He's 64-45, coming off a sectional championship last year. Overall, between DeKalb and the Snider Panthers team, he's 143-99. Looking at the Sagarin ratings, first for Blackhawk, they check in with a 98.49. That's good for 3rd overall, 1st in Class 2A. The Panthers at a 78.27, 72nd overall, 45th in Class 4A. The last outing for this Blackhawk team, they beat Indianapolis Tinley 67-50, while the Snider Panthers held on to a close one. Last Friday night, they took out Fort Wayne Dwenger 61-58. These two teams met a year ago, almost to the day. It was Blackhawk winning 76-58 over this what was a very senior-laden Snider Panther team. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Kelly Automotive Group is Indiana's #1 automotive group with over 1,000 new vehicles and 500 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Please visit drivekelly.com. Simple, transparent, reliable. Tom Steel Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They'll help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle. They've got other auto repair services like brakes, wheel alignments, and engine diagnostics. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook page for updated promotions. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. You're invited to join ProFed Credit Union, where we get to know you. To better serve you, sign up online in 5 minutes or stop by a branch. Join ProFed today and start owning your own financial future at profedcu.org. At Ottenweiler Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process. From bid to build, visit OttenweilerContracting.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball player in the area from ages 5 to 18. Our players are equipped with elite level skills and a foundation of life skills. Jump on board. Together we can reach the summit. Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning is dedicated to providing the best possible solution for your home or business. A system and solution that fits your unique needs. Visit AndersonCoolHeat.com. Alisteca Mexican Restaurant's been a Fort Wayne favorite since 1973. The recipes are sure to tantalize your taste buds. Visit AlistecaRestaurant.com. iCryo specializes in whole body cryotherapy, body sculpting, cryofacials, infrared sauna, and compression therapy services. Check out Jalen Smith's signature location on Coliseum Boulevard by Blaze Pizza. Parkview Sports Medicine continues to lead the way in Northeast Indiana. Our specialized sports medicine team offers direct access to physical therapy and sports physicians in our new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. No referrals needed, saving you time and money. Visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more. We'll take a quick time out here. When we come back, we'll take a look at some of the other games that are going on today and the rest of the week. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community.
ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Welcome back to the Parkview Sports Medicine pregame show here on SummitCitySports.com. Once again, we are at Snider High School, and they'll take on the 16-1, a number one ranked team in Class 2A, the Blackhawk Braves. Elsewhere tonight around the area in the Summit Athletic Conference, it is Northside at Carroll, Northrop at Concordia, South at Lures, Wayne at Homestead. All those games at 7:30. Tomorrow night, Cherubusca will travel out to Wayne and East Noble to Bishop DeWanger. Friday, it'll be Carroll at Northrop, Concordia at Homestead, Bishop DeWanger at Northside, Lures at Snider, and Wayne at Southside. Saturday, some of our local teams also in action. Carmel at Carroll. It'll be Northrop at Warren Central, Southside at Huntington North, and a big one right here at Snider High School. The Lawrence North team will come here and take on Snider at 5:30. Winchester at Bishop Lures at 7:30. That Northrop Warren Central game is slated for 3 o'clock, and Carmel at Carroll, 5:30 start in that one. Southside at Huntington North, that's a 7:30 start. Over on the girls' side, it'll be regionals this week in girls basketball in Class 4A at Marion. McCutcheon will take on Carroll in the 10 a.m. game. And then at the noon game, it'll be Noblesville taking on Homestead. The winners of those games will meet at 8 p.m. Over in the 3A regional, this one's at Belmont. Angola and Norwell will play at 10 a.m. Benton Central and Hamilton Heights at noon. The winners play at 8 p.m. Over in 2A, it is a North Judson and Andrean playing in the 11 o'clock game at Winnemac. Bluffton and Fairfield, they'll play at 2, and the winners slated for an 8 p.m. start. And in the 1A Caston Regional, it'll be Blackhawk versus Triton at 10:30, Pioneer versus Couts at noon. The winners to play at 7:30. Looking at your standings in the Summit Athletic Conference, Homestead out in the lead. They're the only unbeaten team in the state at this point. They've got a 19-0 mark, 6-0 in the Summit Athletic Conference. Carroll, 13-3 overall, 6-0 in conference play. They will play the last game of the season against each other, and that could potentially be the one to decide who takes home the crown in the Summit Athletic Conference. The Snider Panthers at 8-7, 4-3 in conference play. The Northside Legends 8-8 overall, 3-3 in conference play. Southside sits 5-9 overall, 3-3 in conference play. Bishop DeWanger at 6-7 overall, 3-4 in conference play. Concordia 7-9 overall, 2-4 in conference play. Northrop Bruins at 4-8 overall, 2-4 in conference play. Bishop Lures 5-9 overall, 1-5 in conference play. And the Wayne Generals at 5-11 overall, 1-5 in conference play. We're still waiting to see who the starters will be here at Snider High School. They have not posted them, so make sure you go to our website, SummitCitySports.com. You can find all the games we'll be covering this weekend in girls basketball. We know we will have the one at, I believe it is, no, I'm not sure we have any of these sectionals covered yet as of now, so I'll get back to you on that during the game. We'll find out about who's going where this weekend to do basketball games. Of course, our boys' games, if they're held at a Fort Wayne Community School, they will be broadcast for the boys' side, and I'm looking here at the sectional. Actually, they do say we're at DeKalb, but I'm assuming that's going to be down there at Marion. So that's the one sectional we know, or regional, we know in girls basketball that we have for you. Once again, still waiting for the lineups to come up on the board over here just in front of us. And I'm just looking down here at some of the names and numbers here. I can probably give you just about close enough who will start for each team tonight, but we'll take a quick break here. When we come back, hopefully we will have your starting lineups. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Excited about the place that it put us, and the quarantine hit, and we knew we had guys that were going to work hard at home, but just the idea that we could get a lot of them together working hard at a location with people that know what they're doing was really beneficial, and I think that training did a great job for those guys to kind of get the ball rolling for them, and they came back in the end of June, early July, and it's like they hadn't missed a beat. They were flexible, they were fast, and ready to lift and run and start playing football, so it was a huge benefit for us.
To gain an edge on your competition, it starts with a free one-on-one performance assessment. Call 260-266-4007. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We believe in sharing positive stories and are excited to set the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Basketball is such a reactionary sport, and we talk all the time about your first 3 steps are the most important: powering out, exploding, the things that they're teaching our kids with changing direction quicker, getting a stronger core. Those things have been very valuable for our athletes. Everything that Parkview Sports Medicine has done has been very applicable to what we do on the court. We're learning how to control our bodies, and that's something that I think our girls have really benefited from. Some of our girls who had some speed and quickness now are becoming more explosive.
To gain an edge on your competition, it starts with a free one-on-one performance assessment. Call 260-266-4007. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
I choose to do whole body cryotherapy after practices, games, and training. It reduces inflammation in my muscles and allows me to move more agile throughout my profession. I became a believer in iCryo after my severe injury in college at Notre Dame, tore my ACL, and I was looking for ways to recover, ways to get back on the field. So I'm thankful for iCryo.
Welcome back here to Snider High School. Just about ready to meet the two teams. When the clock hits 0, we will turn it over to the public address announcer.
Senior number 3, you're first. Senior number 5, Alan Wood. Senior number 4, third. Senior number 2, Joseph Warrior. And senior number 4, Thomas Davis. And outside hitter starting lineup. Junior number 1. Carson Jenkins. Sophomore number 2, Elijah Brown. Junior number 14, Aiden Lemmers. Junior number 21, Grant Brown. And senior number 24, Jade Moore. And their coach like Springer Rush. And now we're going to the national anthem.
The anthem's played, and we are ready to go here at Kilmer Court. Once again, if you didn't catch the starters first for the Snider Panthers, they'll go with Jenkins, Brown, Lambert, Grant Brown, and Jade Moore. For Blackhawk, they will go with first Davidson, Boyer, Callan Wood, and Zane Burke, our head official tonight. Bob Childers with the ball, and we are ready to go here at Snider High School. The Panthers will go right to left on your screen. Blackhawk the other way. We are set and ready to go. And Caleb first enjoys a little bit of a height advantage here. Oh, only about 6 inches. Here's the tip and controlled by Snider. Jade Moore the other way, right to the rim, and he hits the shot. Good start for Snider off the tip. Here's Zane Burke with the ball now for Blackhawk. Over now to Wood. Wood will look inside and go back outside to Boyer. Boyer right side now to Davidson. He'll launch the long three, and it's in and out. Rebounded there by Lambert. He'll push it now for Snider. Up ahead now to Carson Jenkins. He'll fire the three. It's going to be off the iron. Comes down to Aiden Lambert. Another try here for the Panthers early. Snider off a big conference win last Friday night over Bishop DeWanger, where they held on for a close win by 3 against a good DeWanger team. Outside now to Grant Brown. He'll fire the three. That's a brick. And it comes down to Jake Boyer. He'll give it up to the future St. Francis Cougar, Zane Burke, and he gets it inside to the big fella, Caleb first, and we're tied up at 2. Blackhawk in man-to-man. Left side now to Moore. Up top now to Jenkins. He'll kick it back to Moore. Moore will fire the three, and he nails it. Jade Moore with the first 5 here early for Snider. Zane Burke the other way now for Blackhawk. Both of these two teams, I want to tell you, they have tough end-of-the-season schedules. We'll talk about that during the game. That ball goes in and out and rebounded by Boyer. Back outside to first. His 16-footer on the way is short. Tipped and controlled by Carson Jenkins. He'll push it ahead now for Snider. Into the front court and outside now to Elijah Brown. He'll fire the three off the mark. No good. And it comes down to first. Davidson now right side now to Woods. The Snider Panthers in a 3-2 matchup zone. They'll swing it all the way to Davidson. Back up top now to Wood and over to Davidson and picked off there by Carson Jenkins. He goes the other way, a big Euro step, fires it up, misses it, gets his own rebound, has it blocked and gets it right back. He'll go baseline on Boyer and he stepped out of bounds. And a turnover on Carson Jenkins and the Snider Panthers. 5:57 to go here in quarter number 1. Boyer with it now for Blackhawk. He'll give it up now to Wood, and Wood traveled. Forgot to put the ball down, and he got caught. 5:45 to go here, and an early start here at Snider. The JV game went by extremely quick, ended probably a good 20-25 minutes earlier than a normal JV game would. Just no fouls between either Snider and Blackhawk. A late jumper in the lane with like 0.2 of a second gave Blackhawk the JV win off the glass. It was a big one, and that's why we got started here early as Grant Brown drains a three. Zane Burke with it now for Blackhawk. He'll look right side. He'll find Davidson. Davidson will dribble into the lane, gets cut off there, and they'll swing it quickly, and it throws it into the bench of the Snider Panthers, does Marcus Davidson. Snider off to a 6-point lead here in quarter number 1, and we'll go under 5 minutes in quarter number 1 as well. Back outside to Brown, over to Elijah Brown. Up top now to Aiden Lambert. He'll drive. He gets bumped, kicks it outside to Jade Moore. He'll fire another three. No good. Rebounded there by First. His second in this quarter. He'll push it ahead now to Davidson. Davidson drives baseline, gets caught in the air, and hits the bottom of the backboard. And I think they're going to call a foul on Grant Brown. Did they say they called that on Elijah Brown? Davidson with it now. He'll get a screen by Burke. Drives into the lane, stops, goes a little up and under move, and it's good for Marcus Davidson. 4-point game now. Aiden Lambert with it now, picks up his dribble and gives it to Moore. Moore wants to drive. Good defense there by Boyer. He'll fire up the jumper. It's no good. Rebounded by Burke. Burke looks outside now. He'll find Wood, and he drains the three. And we've got ourselves a 1-point game with 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Up top now to Carson Jenkins. He'll get in the lane, kicks it outside to Brown. Back up top to Grant Brown. He'll fire another three. It's in and out and comes down to Burke. Zane Burke looks, fires it, and they're going to call a hold on Grant Brown. That'll be his first, team second. Wood to inbounds now for Blackhawk. Quick inbounds to Davidson. He'll fire the quick jumper, and he hits it. Carson Jenkins the other way now for Snider. Over to Grant Brown and to Aiden Lambert. Good defense there by Marcus Davidson on Carson Jenkins. Jenkins still hits the jumper, but that was some good D by the Blackhawk senior. Boyer now with it. Picks up his dribble, now gives it up to Wood. Wood back up top, and he'll give it to Burke, and they'll reset their offense with 3:18 to go here in the first quarter. Good bounce pass inside to Burke. He'll shoot a fadeaway, and he hits it. Lambert wants to go a little one-on-one here. Kicks it outside to Jade Moore. He'll fire another three, and it's good. Jade Moore with the three, and the Panthers use a timeout. We'll use one as well. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com. Timeout over here at Snider. 1-point lead for the Panthers. We've got less than 3 minutes to play. Zane Burke with the ball now for Blackhawk. He'll give it up to Wood. Back over now to Burke. He'll look inside. Can't get it inside. Swings it all the way over now to Davidson. He'll ball fake. Back outside to Wood. He'll fire another three, and he'll hit his second three of the first half. Kellen Wood now with 6. He averages 8 on the season. Blackhawk will stay in that man-to-man defense. Carson Jenkins with it now. Up outside to Lambert. And now over to Moore. Moore already with 8 in this game. Grant Brown will fire another long three, and he hits it. And the Panthers back in the lead. Grant Brown with his 6-point. He just averages 2 a game. He got the start tonight for Snider. No Tyler Harding. He's in street clothes for the Panthers. 2 minutes to go. It'll be Davidson's three ball on the way. It's off the iron. No good. Good outlet there to Lambert. He'll take the bump, fire it up off the glass. He misses it. Elijah Brown scrambles for it, and that'll go off, I believe, the foot of Zane Burke and stay with Snider. .151 to play here in the first quarter. Moore with it. Back outside to Lambert. And now outside to Grant Brown. He'll fire, pass it to Moore. He'll fire the three. And Jade Moore on fire here in quarter number 1. He's already into double figures with 11 for Snider. And they lead by 4 with 1:30 to go. There's a lazy pass, almost picked off. Davidson now to Burke. Burke skip pass over to Wood. Inside now to Burke. He'll fire it in the lane. It's short. Comes down to Carson Jenkins, his second rebound here in quarter number 1. He'll push it. He gets cut off there. Back outside to Moore, and why not? In and out, tipped into the air, and it is Wood who comes up with it for Blackhawk. 1 minute to go here in the first quarter. Boyer back to Zane Burke. He'll fire the quick jumper, and he hits it. Burke now with 5, and it's a 1-point game. We'll see if Snider plays for the last shot or the best shot here in quarter number 1. Carson Jenkins gets caught inside, back outside to Grant Brown. He fires it and hits another one. Grant Brown also on fire, 9 points here in quarter number 1. Here's the big fella with it, and he has it taken away Nope, knocked out of bounds with 33 seconds to go. Sefton will come on for Blackhawk, and it'll be Elijah, let me get this straight, Elijah Davis in for Snider. A lot of times the Panthers go with Elijah Brown and Elijah Davis in the corner now to Davidson. He'll fire the three, and he drains it. Davidson now with 8, and we've got 25 seconds to go here in quarter number 1. The Panthers with a 1-point lead. Jenkins now up to the top and backs it out. He wants to get a high screen here by Grant Brown. 10 seconds. He'll drive, kicks. Davis now will back down on Burke. Uses his body, throws it up, misses it. Davidson with it now for Blackhawk. Loses it. Moore, this shot's good if it goes. And that's how quarter number 1 will end. The Panthers lead by 1. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, the start of the second quarter, you're watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
We are ready to get going here in a quick first half here at Snider. This is about the time we usually start these varsity games, a little bit after 7:30. We had a quick JV game and then, a very quick first quarter here at Kilmer Court. It's Snider leading by 1 as Zane Burke has it, and he sends it over now to Lewis Jones. Jones will pick up his dribble and fires it to Davidson. Davidson looking inside, gets it now to Lewis. Jones passes it down low, and they'll skip past to Davison, over to Burke. Quick three on the way by Zane Burke is no good. Elijah Brown with the rebound. He'll push it up now for Snider. Nobody picks him up, and he's fouled there by Sefton. Gage Sefton going to pick up his team's first. And we'll see if they call this on the floor or in the act. And they'll say on the floor, and Carson Jenkins will inbounds now for Snider. Elijah Davis is open. He'll drive, kick to Brown. So the Blackhawk has made some adjustments here on the defensive end. Jade Moore with another jumper, and he nails it. Jade Moore with 14 here in the first half. Aiden Lambert set to check back in here for Snider at the next whistle. Quick pass to Jones. He'll lose it, kicks it to Davidson and to Burke. Now down low to First. He misses the bunny. Good defense there by Grant Brown. Here's Brown the other way, now to Jade Moore. He'll dribble, he'll kick. A line drive three is good by Grant Brown. Grant Brown with 12. He averages 2 points a game. 10 points ahead of his average, and we still have 2.5 quarters to play. There's a foul on number 24, Jade Moore. He'll pick up his first. Lambert will come back in and he'll replace Elijah Davis. Lewis Jones to inbound with 6:41 to go here in the first half. Sefton with it now, left side to Davidson. Back outside to Jones, inside now to First. Back outside to Davidson. Blackhawk has yet to figure out this 3-2 matchup zone. Inside to Burke, back outside to Sefton. His line drive three hits the rim a couple times. First misses the... Yep, they finally did call the foul on Snider's Grant Brown. And that'll send Caleb First to the line to shoot a pair. He was slapped in the face. It just took forever for the officials to call it. Official out behind the three-point line saw it rather than the official right underneath the bucket. First will launch the free throw, and it is good. The big fella can shoot from there. First now with 3 in the game. There's a whistle, and that'll bring in number 10 for the Snider Panthers. That's Kieran Billingsley, and he'll replace Grant Brown in those 2 fouls. That's a hard one for Snider. Grant Brown was shooting great from the outside. Already 4 threes. He's 4 of 6 from downtown. Second one by First is on the way, and it is money. First will head off next year and play for Matt Painter down at Purdue. 6:10 to go here in the first half. Carson Jenkins with the ball. So far, Snider's game plan has been to drive and dish. Jenkins now outside, now to Lambert. He'll fire the quick jumper, and he hits it. Aiden Lambert with his first bucket of the game in the lead, back to 8. Davidson now to Sefton, now to Jones, back to Sefton. Over now to Burke. They'll back off of Burke. And now over to Jones. Davidson with it. Davidson drives, has it slapped off of his knee and out of bounds. Panthers with the ball. Panthers with all the momentum and all the, how should I say, enthusiasm here in the first half. They've simply played with more passion here at home. Carson Jenkins with it once again. Now he's got First on him. He'll drive right around him, and it's blocked. Are they going to call it a goaltend or just a common foul? Looks like just a common foul. That'll send Snider to the line to shoot 2. We call that on number 30. That's on Gage Sefton, his second. At the line shooting is Carson Jenkins, a 77% foul shooter, and he drains the first one. Panthers looking for their first double-digit lead here of this game, and it is good. And we have a whistle as Kellen Wood checks back in for Blackhawk. A 10-point game here at Kilmer Court. This 3-2 defense has slowed up this Blackhawk team that's averaging nearly 87 points a game. Good look inside to First. He's fouled. He dunks it. And he'll go to the line to shoot the and one. First with a good seal off there. His free throw up and good. Here's Billingsley outside now to Lambert. He drives around Jones, looks inside. Gives it to Billingsley. Billingsley back outside with 5 minutes to play here to Moore. Moore outside now to Aiden Lambert. He'll kick it over to Carson Jenkins. He'll drive on First, spins, fires the fadeaway, and hits it. He's got 6. There's a loose ball picked up by Snider off the fingertips of Wood. Here comes Moore over now to Billingsley. He'll go right at the taller player, misses it. And Jones comes up with it. Here comes Zane Burke. His team down 9. They'll kick it outside now to Jones. Jones looks inside now for First. First through the double team, outside to Burke. He'll fire the long 3. It's an air ball. Kellen Wood comes up with it, but he misses everything. Here comes Elijah Brown the other way now for Snider. He goes to the hoop. He's bumped, no call. Billingsley with the rebound, outside now to Moore. Back over to Aiden Lambert. Lambert is fouled there by Wood. Grant Brown will come back in and replace Jade Moore. Carson Jenkins will inbounds for the Snider Panthers. Grant Brown with it again. Carson Jenkins now, he'll stop, he'll fire, in and out. And Burke lets it roll out of bounds. I believe it did go off of Grant Brown or Elijah Brown. Marcus Davidson now to Boyer. Boyer back over now to Jones in the corner to Burke. He'll fire another quick jumper. It's no good. Jenkins with the board. Carson Jenkins back outside now. Good move. Goes to the hoop. Off the glass and hits the layup. He's got 8. Panthers threatening to run away with this game in the first half. Outside now to Burke. He'll cross-court it now to Davidson. Davidson pushed away from the basket by Billingsley and gives it to Burke. Jones with it now to Davidson. He'll look inside for first. He'll go up strong off the glass and hit the shot. Jaden Moore set to check back in for the Panthers at the next whistle. Jenkins from the parking lot, and he nails it. Carson Jenkins now with 11. We've got less than 2:50 to play here in the first half. Boyer with it now. Good ball fake. Outside now to Jones. He'll fire the three. That's a brick. Barely hit anything, and it comes down to Billingsley. Over now to Lambert. Lambert drives, spins. Loses balance and throws it to Grant Brown and right back to Aiden Lambert. He'll go baseline on Burke. The speed of Aiden Lambert right around Zane Burke. And Coach Davidson has seen enough, and he will take a timeout. We'll stay right here. It's just a 30-second timeout for Blackhawk. Once again, want to thank our sponsors, Kelly Automotive, Tom Steele Tire, Big Eyed Fish, ProFed Credit Union, Ottenweiler Contracting, Summit Volleyball, Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning, Alisteca Mexican Restaurant, iCryo, and of course, Parkview Sports Medicine. I mentioned it earlier, this Blackhawk Christian team and the Snider Panther team both have very difficult schedules down the stretch. Looking at the Snider schedule, after this game, they'll play Friday night at home. They will take on Bishop Luers at 7:30. Saturday, they'll welcome Lawrence North here to Kilmer Court, one of the top teams in the state. The next Friday, they'll be at Southside. That following Saturday, they will play Cathedral at 4 p.m., and then they'll finish up their season on Friday the 26th. They'll have a home game against Marion. We'll talk about Blackhawks' final stretch of games here at the next timeout. Jones now over to Burke. 14-point lead here for Snider. Davidson will step into a long three. That's no good, and Jenkins with his fourth board. He'll push it ahead now for the Panthers. He'll go baseline. He'll get cut off outside to Grant Brown. He's already got 4 threes. This guy's got a ton of threes, and he's got himself another one. Jade Moore with 17. They'll look inside now for first. He'll seal off the defender. Loses it, gets it back, kicks it outside to Davidson. He'll fire the three. It's no good. And Brown the other way now for Snider. He'll run over the defender. He goes out of bounds. No, Zane Burke catches it before it goes out of bounds. He'll push it ahead now for Blackhawk. He looked for Boyer, and he turned it over. Aiden Lambert now for Snider. And he's bumped by Davidson. Davidson's first. Kellen Wood will come back on. Panthers with 5 team fouls. Blackhawk with 4. Carson Jenkins to inbounds. He'll fire it in now to Grant Brown. Back to Jenkins with 1:10 to go here in the first half. Jenkins now drives, fires it outside to a wide open Aiden Lambert. He'll set the tennies. He'll fire and he'll come up short. Burke with his 4th board here in this first half. Here's Davidson over now to Burke. Burke will fire the three, and he drains it. Burke now with 8. And Snider may play for the final shot here in the first half. Carson Jenkins with it. They want to get into this halftime with that 14-point lead. Five-second counters on. Tried to double team him. Now to Grant Brown, and he'll give it back to Jenkins with 30 seconds to play here in the first half. Blackhawk has a foul, a couple fouls to give, and Carson Jenkins is fouled on the shot. He'll go back to the line to shoot 2 for Snider. We'll see who that foul was on. It was on number 32, Jacob Boyer, the junior. He'll pick up his first, team's 5th. Carson Jenkins will go to the line, and he hits the first. Davis will come off as Grant Brown Elijah Davis and Grant Brown off with those 2 fouls. Good idea by Coach Jeremy Roush to save any type of third foul on Grant Brown, who shot the ball really well here in the first half for Snider. Jenkins hits them both. And a 16-point lead now with 20 seconds to go here in the first half. Boyer now to Wood. Wood now to Burke. Burke over now to Wood. Outside now to Boyer. Swing pass, skip pass now. Here's Wood. He has it tipped away. Up ahead now to Carson Jenkins. Can he come up with it? He does. And it's blocked. And that will do it for the first half. The Snider Panthers enjoy a 16-point lead at halftime over the Blackhawk Braves, who are ranked number 1 in Class 2A. We'll take a 5-minute break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the scoring. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Sure, we have to do this. A bit of a hill. His mother said, if you're coming to school, you got to bring your sister because they have to go and work in the fields. So this kid carries his 1-year-old sister everywhere. A lot of those kids don't eat in the morning. A lot of those kids, the only place they do eat is at that school.
I thought going up that mountain, Mary's meals can reach everywhere that there's a hungry child.
You see what happens after a simple meal? It just came to life.
Love reaches everywhere.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walk-in clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Someday, you'll get your knee replaced. Someday, a new hip. Someday can be sooner than you think. At Parkview Ortho Hospital, we want to help you get moving again. So we offer a full range of options for joint pain, including outpatient joint replacements and personalized solutions. It's time to reclaim your life at Parkview Ortho Hospital, because someday is today. Learn more at parkview.com/ortho. Parkview, we believe in better.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Keep it 100.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
Welcome back to the Kelly Automotive Halftime Show here at Snider High School. The Panthers with a big lead over the number 1 team in Class 2A by 16. Looking at the scoring in the first half, first for Blackhawk, they got 9 from Caleb First, 8 from Zane Burke, and Callan Wood was 6, and 8 from Marcus Davidson. They're 3 of 3 from the line. For the Snider Panthers, boy, did they shoot well in the first half, probably close to about 80+%. Carson Jenkins with 13. It was Aiden Lambert with 5. Grant Brown got the start tonight in place of Tyler Harding. He's got 12, 4 of 6 from deep. Jade Moore has been the player that's been outstanding so far for Snider. He's made 5 threes, and he's also hit a layup. He's got 17 in the game. He got it started right away off the tip when he went right to the rack and hit the shot. They are perfect from the line as well, 4 of 4. Once again, I talked about Blackhawks' upcoming schedule. They will play this Friday night at home against number 4 Cathedral. And then they'll play next Tuesday at Marion. Then they'll play next Saturday at Christmas Addicts. And then they will finish up the regular season Tuesday, the last week of February. They will be at Leo at 7:30. And then their final home game of the season, they will take on the Northrop Bruins on Thursday the 25th at 7:30. So both of these two teams have a tough road the rest of the way. Well, that does it here for the Kelly Automotive Halftime Show. When we come back, we will have the start of the second half. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Sure, we have to do this. A bit of a hill.
His mother said, if you're coming to school, you got to bring your sister because they have to go and work in the fields. So this kid carries his 1-year-old sister everywhere. A lot of those kids don't eat in the morning. A lot of those kids, the only place they do eat is at that school.
I thought going up that mountain, Mary's meals can reach everywhere that there's a hungry child.
Did you see what happens after a simple meal? It just came to life.
Love reaches everywhere.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walking clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
We're ready to go for third quarter action here at Snider High School, just waiting for the clock to reset, and we're ready to go. It'll be Lambert inbounding now to Jenkins. We'll have Grant Brown, Jade Moore, and Elijah Brown on the court. Blackhawk goes with Davidson first, Boyer, Wood, and Zane Burke. And a travel to get us started here in the second half. Burke now in the corner to Wood. This 3-2 defense that Snider has been using has been able to slow down the three-point shooting. Here's a long three by Davidson, and he hits it. He's got 11 right now. And now Blackhawks starting to pick up a little bit more three-quarters court. Here's Jenkins back inside now to Brown, and he runs right over Boyer, and he's called for the charge. Elijah Brown will pick up a second. Would have liked to have been in the locker room there at halftime for head coach Mark Davidson's speech to his team. It might have gone something like, hey, you have to guard them everywhere. And now Snider goes into a 1-3-1 half-court defense. But Snider probably shot nearly 85% in the first half, especially from behind the arc. Callan Wood inside now to Burke. Back outside to Boyer. He'll try a three. He hits it. Good for Jake Boyer. And now can Blackhawk go score? And that's off the knee of Callan Wood. Go score, stop, score, and get right back into this game. They trail by 10. Grant Brown to inbounds. Elijah Brown with it now for Snider. They'll slow it up. See the defensive intensity picking up now for Blackhawk. Elijah Brown off the glass and good. Davidson now to Wood. Wood had a wide open lane, did not see it. If he would have ball faked and drove, he would have just been able to walk right to the hoop. Outside now to Wood. He'll fire the three. That's off the iron, no good. Tipped around. And there's the big fella, Caleb First. He'll miss it. Gets it right back. Misses it again. And now Kellen Wood comes up with a rebound, and he puts it in for Blackhawk. Here's Elijah Brown with the three. That's short, and it comes down to First. First now with 5 boards in this game. 10-point game now for Snider. There's Kellen Wood. And now to Davidson. They'll go back into that 3-2 matchup. Outside now to Burke. He'll ball fake. Drives. Steps around the defense and hits the shot. Zane Burke now with 10. And Blackhawk starting to pick up full court. Jade Moore with it now for Snider. He'll fire the three, and it's no good. First will come up with the board. He just absolutely muscled Elijah Brown right out of the way. Davidson with it now for Blackhawk. Now to Wood. A lot of standing around right now by this Blackhawk team on offense. Here's the jumper by Burke, and he drains it. And a timeout on the court, the Snider Panthers. We'll take a quick timeout. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com. Snider will try to inbounds here. It'll be Grant Brown. He'll throw a baseball pass out to Jade Moore. He'll go right at the defense, throws it up, misses it. Elijah Brown right there to put it back for Snider. His 4th point of the game. The lead back to 8. Kellen Wood now to Burke. They've got Boyer under the bucket. He'll go up strong, misses it, gets his own rebound. Got mugged, no call there. Here's a loose ball picked up by Burke. He'll misfire and off the glass, and it goes in. Good play there by Zane Burke. We'll take a look at that on the Traction AP replay. Foul was on number 24 of Snider, Jade Moore, his second, team's second here in this half. Burke to shoot the and one. He'll fire, and it's short. Good board by Jake Boyer. He'll miss it, tipped into the air, and we'll have a foul on Zane Burke. The ball stole away by Blackhawk again. Here's Burke with it. He'll throw it now to Davidson. Davidson ball fakes. And now to Burke. Jumper again by Davidson is good. Another three by Marcus Davidson. And he's brought this game to a 3-point lead for Snider. Almost stolen by Burke. This time they'll let Aiden Lambert inbounds. Jenkins fires ahead, and he throws it into the bench. (51-48) our score with 4:11 to go here in the third quarter. Blackhawk can take the lead with this possession. Better close out on that young man. And now to Burke. First with a 10-footer. It's no good. Misses it. Tipped, and it goes to Burke. Inside now to Boyer. He'll turn. He'll find Davidson. His three is on the way. It's good for Davidson. And we are tied up at 51 with 3:46 to play here in the third quarter. The Panthers led by 16 at halftime. And in just 5 minutes, that lead has evaporated. Carson Jenkins ahead now to Grant Brown. He'll try another three, and it's no good. Boyer with the rebound. Quick outlet now to Davidson. He'll go in the lane, has it slapped away, and Aiden Lambert comes up with it. He'll push it the other way. He'll go right at Burke. Burke fouls him, and he'll go to the line to shoot a pair. Set to check in is going to be Billingsley and Davis for Snider after the first foul shot. Free throw on the way is short. Lambert on the season, just a 63% foul shooter. Jade Moore will come out along with Elijah Brown. Lambert fires it, and it's short again. And now Blackhawk can take the lead. Left side now to Wood. Back over to Davidson. In the corner now, and a quick three on the way by Burke is no good. Head now to Lambert. Lambert with the quick feet. Back over to Jenkins. He'll drive baseline. He'll fire the quick jumper, and it's good for Carson Jenkins. Jenkins now with 15. And the Panthers back in the lead by 2. We'll go under 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Left side now to Burke. Now to Boyer. Boyer drives into the lane, loses it, fires it outside to Davidson. He'll launch another three. It's hard. Wood with the offensive board, and he missed it. Now Boyer with it. Over now to first, and he slams it home. First into double figures with 11. Billingsley the other way for Snider. Over to Davis. He'll run right over Boyer and pick up the foul. That'll be Davis's first, team's third. We'll take a look at this dunk by Caleb First. And that ball's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Blackhawk with 2:17 to play here in the third quarter. Wood to inbounds now for Blackhawk. Once again, they can take the lead with this possession. They have not had the lead in a really long time. Since early in that first quarter, Burke now over to first. He'll step through the defense, and Blackhawk with the lead. And we'll see now how Snider responds. They've given up that 16-point lead, and they turn it over. The ball gets tipped. Boyer dives for it. And they use the timeout. Did Blackhawk. We will use one as well. It's a 30-second timeout. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com. Blackhawk Christian has erased a 17 or 16-point halftime lead by Snider, and now they lead by 2 with 1:56 to go here in the third quarter. It'll be Blackhawks ball. Kellen Wood to inbounds. Davidson with it now. Ball fakes and now to Wood. Wood now to first. Back outside to Davidson. Inside now to Burke. Outside now to Wood. He'll fire the three, and it's short. Zane Burke with the offensive putback for Blackhawk. Burke now with 16 in the game. Hayden Lambert the other way for Snider. He'll give it up now to Carson Jenkins. Back outside now to Billingsley. Outside to Grant Brown. He thought about the three. Now to Aiden Lambert. He'll fire the long three, and it's short. And the warm shooting of Snider has ended. Shot about 85% in the first half, and they are not shooting close to that right now here in the second half. That ball goes off of Blackhawk and out of bounds. Elijah Brown back in for Snider. Brown inbounds now to Jenkins with 1:04 to go here in the third quarter. Right back to Grant Brown. Corner now to Davis. Davis thought about it. He'll drive, takes the bump, goes up and under, throws it up, misses everything. Boyer with some good defense, and then he's fouled from behind by Elijah Davis. 53 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Davidson with the ball. Now to Wood. Now to First. First with a power step. He goes to the hoop. He's fouled and he hits the shot. What a play by Caleb First. And we'll take a look at that on the Traction AP replay. The foul's on number 4 of Snider. That is Elijah Davis. And he's going to come out real quick here as Brown will check back in. First just too strong and the footwork just too good. He'll fire the free throw and he'll hit it. And now a 7-point lead for Blackhawk. Grant Brown loses it. Here comes First with it. Over to Burke. He'll go up off the glass and hit the shot. And Blackhawk starting to take control here in the second half. Jumper by Jenkins is an air ball. Another chance for Blackhawk now with 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Inside now to Boyer. He's fouled by Grant Brown. Grant Brown going to pick up his third, and Jake Boyer going to go to the line to shoot a pair. What a turnaround here in this quarter. This is for a 10-point lead and a 27-point turnaround in this quarter as Boyer hits the free throw. Wow. Carson Jenkins out for Snider as Jade Moore comes back in. Second one by Boyer, good as well. And almost another turnover. Here comes Grant Brown the other way ahead to Elijah Moore. He'll go up and lay it in. to Elijah Brown. 10 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Here's Davidson the other way to Burke. Burke goes right to the rim, off the glass, and the lead right back to 11. He's got 20, and we're headed to the final quarter. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com. We are ready to go for the final quarter here at Kilmer Court. Blackhawk has turned things around. They trailed by 16 at half. They lead by 11 here as we start the fourth quarter. A 27-point turnaround for the Braves in that quarter. They got all the 50-50 balls. They stepped it up on defense. And here's an alley-oop. First lost it, catches it, and puts it in. As we get started here in this quarter, Blackhawk now in the bonus the rest of the game. Here's Elijah Brown, and he runs over Boyer. And Brown with his second charge of the game. Boyer's taken 3 charges in this game. Wood with it now for Blackhawk. Davidson with it. And now Snider really starting to look behind the defense of Snider here as Wood has it. Now to First. First outside to Davidson. Davidson in the lane. Throws it over to Burke. He'll take the bump. He'll fire and he'll hit it. He's got 22 in the game. Carson Jenkins the other way now for Snider. He'll slam on the brakes. Fires it back outside now to Brown. He'll drive on First. Back to Jenkins. Picks up his dribble. Gives it now to Grant Brown. Now to Jade Moore. They need him to get going again. He had a good first half. He'll fire the jumper and he'll hit it. Jade Moore with 19. He had 17 in the first half. And the lead back down to 13. Wood with it. Down low now to Burke. Burke up strong off the glass, misses it, gets his own board, throws it up and has it blocked. First has it blocked there by Grant Brown, and Grant Brown going to pick up his 4th personal in the game. And that will send First to the line to shoot 2. 6:27 to play here in this game. Don't forget, Blackhawk fans, your ladies team in action this weekend in the regional. They will be at Caston. And they will, grab the wrong schedule there. I'll give you that right here. They will play the first game at 10 o'clock at Caston against Triton. As the First hits the free throw and a timeout on the court, Snider Panthers. We will take a timeout as well. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
I choose to do whole body cryotherapy after practices, games, and training. It reduces inflammation in my muscles and allows me to move more agile throughout my profession. I became a believer in iCryo after my severe injury in college at Notre Dame, tore my ACL, and I was looking for ways to recover, ways to get back on the field. So I'm thankful for iCryo.
Blackhawk lead with their biggest lead of the game, now at 15 over Snider. This once was a 16-point lead at halftime for the Panthers, and Blackhawk has come to play here in the second half, and they've taken control behind the 20 points of Caleb First and 22 points of Zane Burke. Really, Marcus Davison kept him in that first half with all the threes he was hitting. Moore with it now. He's trapped. He'll throw it, and it's picked off by Davidson. He'll lose it. Lambert comes up with it, and then he fouls Aiden Lambert. Marcus Davidson will pick up his second, team's third. Good foul there by Marcus Davidson. Here's Aiden Lambert inbounds now with 6:19 to go here in this game. Can Snider come up with a run here against Blackhawk? Blackhawk still in that man-to-man defense. Outside now to Lambert. He'll go to the rack. He's fouled, and he'll hit the shot. Lambert with the bucket. He'll go to the line to shoot the and one. The foul was on number 5 of Blackhawk. That's Callan Wood, and that is his second, team's fourth. Free throw on the way is no good. Lambert 0 for 3 from the line, all short arm ones. And now Blackhawk in no hurry here as Burke has it. Now Snider's gone to a man-to-man, and Zane Burke throws it away. He wanted a hold. Didn't get it, and a turnover by Blackhawk. Now a chance for Snider to get back into this game. Lambert ahead now to Jenkins. Jenkins now will bring it up. They've got numbers if they want them. He'll look inside now to Elijah Brown, and he hits the shot. He's got 8. Boyer with it. 5-second count is on. He'll give it up now to Burke. Billingsley on him, and that's number 5. Kedrill Billingsley into the game for the first time. Wood now to Burke. Down low to First, and he hits the layup. That's too easy for Caleb First. He's got 22 in the game. Give that assist to Zane Burke. Quick outlet now to Jaden Moore. He'll go right to the hoop, runs over defender. He's fouled by Kellen Wood. Wood just got there too late. At the line shooting 2, Kellen Wood. 5:15 to play here. A 13-point game now for Blackhawk. Moore looking for his 20th point of the game, and he's got it. Well, sub coming in for Blackhawk. If he hits his shot, it'll be Gage Sefton. He'll fire, and he'll hit it. Sefton will come back in for Blackhawk, and he'll replace Wood. And the lead down to 11. Zane Burke with it now for Blackhawk, and he'll dribble towards the sideline, now back towards the middle of the court. And he throws it away, and here comes Brown the other way to Lambert. Good footwork there by Lambert, but he misses the layup. Burke now with it to Boyer. Boyer back to Burke, and now Snider kind of in a helter-skelter defense. Zane Burke the other way. He's fouled there by Billingsley, and Billingsley's going to pick up his first, and that's going to send Zane Burke to the line, where Blackhawk is 9 of 10 from the foul line tonight. Free throw is good by Burke. Burke now at 23. And the second one, no good, rebounded by Moore. Here comes Lambert the other way for Snider. He'll push it quickly into the front court. Outside now to Jenkins. He'll spin, he'll fire. And it's good for Carson Jenkins. He's got 17, and another timeout by Snider. We'll stay right here. We'll talk once again about the other games coming up this week here around the area. Tomorrow night, Cherubusco at Wayne. It is East Noble at Dwenger, both games at 7:30. Friday night, Carroll travels to Northrop, Concordia at Homestead, Bishop Dwenger at Northside, Bishop Lewis right here at Snider, and Wayne at Southside. All those games slated for 7:30. Saturday's action in boys, Carmel at Carroll at 5:30, Northrop at Warren Central at 3, Southside at Huntington North at 7:30, Lawrence North at Snider at 5:30, and Winchester will take on Bishop Lewis at 7:30. In girls action, in 4A, McCutcheon will take on Carroll at 10 a.m., followed by Noblesville and Homestead at noon. Both of those games at Marion. Your winners will play at 8 p.m. In 3A, Angola versus Norwell, Benton Central versus Hamilton Heights after them. That's a 10 and noon start at Belmont. The winners at 8 o'clock. In 2A at Winnemac at 11 a.m., it's North Judson and Andrean. Then at 2 at Bluffton against Fairfield. Those winners will play at 8. And then the Blackhawk Lady Braves at Caston. They will take on Triton at 10 and Pioneer at Couts at noon. Your winners at 8 o'clock. So that's a look at the games for the rest of the week here in our area. Here's First the other way. He'll go to the rack and dunk it. First now with 24 in the game. Billingsley over to Jenkins. He'll launch a 3, and it's good. Jenkins now with 20 in the game for Snider. Davidson with it now. We'll go under 4 minutes to go here in the final quarter. Sefton looks inside for Burke. He's got a big size advantage. He'll go up strong and hit the shot. Zane Burke now with 25. Blackhawk right at their average on the season. And so is Snider. Lambert is fouled there by Jake Boyer. His second, team 6, so both teams in the bonus the rest of the game. In fact, Blackhawk in double bonus the rest of the game. It'll be Aiden Lambert to inbounds now for Snider. He'll get it in now to Moore. Billingsley with it. He'll back it out and go back over to Moore. And now to Carson Jenkins. 9-point lead for Blackhawk. Jenkins with the quick jumper. It's short and it comes down to Burke. Burke the other way now, guarded by Lambert. He'll throw it underneath to Sefton. He'll ball fake. He'll go up. He'll miss it, but First is there to clean up everything. Caleb First now with 26 in this game, and I've got to extend out my score sheet here. And a 13-point lead now for Blackhawk. Moore in the lane, outside now to Brown. He'll fire the 3, and he drains it. Brown now with 11. And Snider will not go away. They trail by 10. Thought Burke was going to go over and call a timeout. So he's dribbling right at his head coach. He elected not to. Inside now to First. First goes up strong and he slams it home. .28 points now for the senior. Brown with it. He'll spin. He'll shoot the fadeaway. It's no good. And Sefton with the board. He'll quickly give it to Burke. Burke the other way now for Blackhawk, and he's fouled by Billingsley. And that will send that senior to the line to shoot 2. Zane Burke headed off next year to play for St. Francis. Head coach Chad Lacrosse has got himself another fine player to come there to St. Francis. They are a very good NAIA school. Free throw on the way is hard off the back of the iron. 2:11 to go here in this game. 12-point lead for Blackhawk. Free throw on the way by Burke is good. He's got 26, and we've got a timeout on the court. Blackhawk. We'll use one as well. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
There are tons of benefits to using compression therapy, but methods my favorite are speeding up muscle recovery, reducing swelling and inflammation, and improving my athletic performance.
Welcome back here to Kilmer Court. Still about 30 seconds to go in this timeout. Thank our sponsors here once again. Kelly Automotive Group, Tom Steel Tire, Big Eyed Fish, Profe Credit Union, Ottweiler Contracting, Summit Volleyball, Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning, Alisteca Mexican Restaurant, iCryo, and of course, Parkview Sports Medicine. Both of these two teams in action again this week. It'll be the Friday night game for Blackhawk, and it's a huge one. They'll take on number 4 Cathedral, while on Friday night, the Snider Panthers will be right here at home. They will take on Bishop Lures. Then on Saturday, Snider with another big game. They'll take on Lawrence North. Lawrence North at one point this season ranked number 1 in Class 4A. Homestead owns that spot now. They're the only team left in the state without a loss. Carson Jenkins now with 2 minutes to go here in this game. Here's Jade Moore in the lane. He'll fire it up, runs over the defense, and he'll pick up the charge. 5 charging fouls in this game on Snider. And Snider not picking up full court here, down 13 with less than 2 minutes to go. First now to Boyer. Boyer, the dribble here to the left, gets bumped, fires it now to First. First looks to drive, takes the bump, fires it up, misses it. Tipped and comes down to Billingsley. Billingsley the other way for Snider, over now to Moore. Good pass to Jenkins. He'll step into the lane, goes right around the defense, hits the shot. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot the and one. Carson Jenkins now with 22 points for Snider. That foul was on Blackhawks number 34, Marcus Davidson, his third, team 7th. Jenkins will eye the free throw, and he'll hit it. And the lead down to 10 again. Burke will just back it out. And now to Davidson. He'll go right around the defense. Ball fakes, throws it in the corner now to Boyer. Boyer drives baseline. Nobody picks him up. He fires it up, misses it. Brown with the rebound. He'll head the other way. Over now to Lambert. He has it knocked away, picks it up, fires it, and it's blocked. And then Elijah Brown is fouled by either Sefton or First. He'll go to the line to shoot 2 with 1:05 to play. Still have yet to tell us who the foul was on. It was on Caleb First, his first of the game. 8th team foul on Blackhawk. Brown to fire, and it goes in and out. He's got 11 in this game. He shoots 56% from the line. Second one is good. And he's got 12, and another timeout on the court, the Snider Panthers. We'll take a quick timeout. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com. Blackhawk with the ball now with 1:05. Snider needs to get some steals and some quick buckets here. They trail. Baseball pass ahead now to Sefton. Over now to Boyer. Boyer back over to Sefton. He'll drive baseline, goes up strong, and lays it in. Gage Sefton with his first bucket of the game. Billingsley now to Brown. Brown back to Billingsley and now to Moore. They're going to have to get going. They trail by 11. Here's Jade Moore. Around the defense, off the glass, he hits the shot. Jade Moore now with 23. Snider out of timeouts. Burke with it. Up ahead now to Marcus Davidson. He wisely slows it up, dribbles through the defense. Here comes a double team, and he stepped into the backcourt, and that's an over and back on Marcus Davidson. 25 seconds to go here at Kilmer Court. And Coach Davidson saying no fouls. Jenkins outside, now to Brown. That's a double dribble. No foul, nothing called there, so it's not a double dribble. 16 seconds to play. Burke has it stripped away. Now to Jade Moore. He'll go up with the shot, and he hits it. He's got 25 and a quick foul. As Snider just down 5 now. And that will send, I believe, Gage Sefton the other way to shoot a pair with 7.6 seconds to go. At the end of the game, we'll have the Big Eyed Fish post-game show for you here on Summit City Sports. Sefton will fire, and he hits it. Second one by Sefton is on the way, and it is good as well. Jenkins the other way. They can just let him shoot it. Brown's three is no good. Burke with the rebound, and that will do it. Our game 88-81. Blackhawk with a big win on the road tonight against the Snider Panthers. Give me just a moment here, and we'll have your post-game show for you here on Summit City Sports. Okay, first for the Snider Panthers, they will fall to 8-8 on the season. They're scoring tonight. They got 21 from Carson Jenkins, 23 from Carson Jenkins, 14 from Elijah Brown, 7 from Aiden Lambert, 12 from Grant Brown, 25 from Jade Moore. And they will play Friday night at home. They will take on Bishop Lures at 7:30. And they will also have a Saturday game here at home. They will take on Lawrence North at 5:30. For the victorious Blackhawk Braves, they'll improve to 17-1 overall. Taking a look at their scoring tonight, Caleb first with a team-high 28. Callan Wood with 8 tonight. They got 26 from Zane Burke, 4 from Gage Sefton, Jacob Boyer with 5. And tonight's Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game, number 34, Marcus Davidson with 17. Those were all in the first half, and quite honestly, if they don't get those from him, they're not in this game. They trailed by 16 at halftime before outscoring Snider by 27. Well, they scored more points. They were down. They were up 11 going into the fourth, so it was a 27-point swing for Blackhawk in that fourth quarter. For them, they will Blackhawk. They will play Friday night against number 4 in Class 4A, Cathedral, and then they'll play next Tuesday at Marion at 7:30. That Cathedral game, once again, is, let's check it here. On Saturday, Cathedral, I believe that game is at 5:30 over at Blackhawk. Don't forget, Blackhawk fans, your girls team in action at the Caston Regional. They will play at 10:30 against Triton. And then if they win, they will play against Pioneer or Couts at 7:30. That does it here from Kilmer Court. I want to thank you all for watching here tonight on Summit City Sports. We'll see you later this week. From my cameraman, Thomas Nolan, I'm Ryan Dellinger, and you've been watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Sure, we have to do this. A bit of a hill.
His mother said, if you're coming to school, you got to bring your sister because they have to go and work in the fields. So this kid carries his 1-year-old sister everywhere.
A lot of those kids don't eat in the morning. A lot of those kids, the only place they do eat is at that school.
I thought going up that mountain, Mary's meals can reach everywhere that there's a hungry child.
You see what happens after a simple meal? It just came to life.
Love reaches everywhere.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walk-in clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Someday, you'll get your knee replaced. Someday, a new hip. Someday can be sooner than you think. At Parkview Ortho Hospital, we want to help you get moving again. So we offer a full range of options for joint pain, including outpatient joint replacements and personalized solutions. It's time to reclaim your life at Parkview Ortho Hospital, because someday is today. Learn more at parkview.com/ortho. Parkview, we believe in better.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Keep it 100.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.